الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Today's topic is music haram or is it permissible? So for that, to share the screen. And the topic has been many people have talked about is music halal or is it forbidden haram? For this, the reference is from the Quran that has been related, the Surah Luqman, chapter number 31, verse number 6. So we'll read that in detail. Wa and min of. Annas al is the nas, mankind, man, who yashtara purchases, lahwa. Lahwa is idle talk, idle tales, idle which has no use. Al hadith, lahwal, idle tales. Al hadith, again tales. Lahwal hadith, idle tales. Liyadilla, to mislead. Li is to and yudilla, mislead, and from sabil. Sabil is the path. Allah bighayr, without ilm, knowledge. وَيَتَّخِذَهَا وَيَتَّخِذَ and يَتَّخِذ takes ha it huzwa in ridicule. Ulaika those lahum la for whom them azab a punishment mubin clear. Sorry, muhin humiliating. Muhin is humiliating. And of the people is he who buys the amusement of speech, which is taken as that which has no benefit, described by different Sahabas as shirk associated with Allah, misleading stories, frivolous songs or music, but includes all which distracts or diverts one from the Quran and remembrance of Allah. Okay, so here we can see music that distracts or diverts from the Quran and remembrance of Allah. What do we understand here? That the lahwal hadith is, we can use a pen, or could be stories. Number one, stories, they're idle tales. That's the accurate translation of the verse of the Quran. Stories. Okay, in stories we see dramas. Also in the books, we buy books, right? And what can we buy? Purchase, ishtara, books and dramas, and then it could be anything that has tales, right? Hadith, speech. It could be poetry, yes, because there's stories in that too. It could be songs, right? Because that has speech as well. Hadith is speech. There's something written in that too. So anything is written. So there's written dramas and books and poetry, songs, but there is liyudilla. Liyudilla means to mislead. Okay, and to mislead from the path of Allah without knowledge. So first thing is they're idle, have no use. Okay. So if they have, say, no use, okay, um, no use, they're not useful, and they are distracting from the path of Allah. Okay. So they are in the and distracting from the path of Allah and ridiculing it, right? Ridiculing it. So all that, أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُّهِينٌ, and those for them is a punishment humiliating. Okay. But that which has no use and they are take away, mislead from the path of Allah, mislead. Okay. From the path of Allah, I can simply write here as Islam, right? Okay. So this is now all these comes, there's text written for it. There's text written for dramas, there's text written for books, poetry, songs. And if it's of no use, no benefit, and also it mislead, that's important from the path of Allah. Sabil is a path, right? And take it, ridicules it. There's a point, right? But we see, so it means if class uh, that is poetry songs that have a message, okay, so they are having a message which is a good message, okay, and then if it has knowledge, you know, if it is bringing people towards Islam, appreciating, for example, we have nasheeds, okay, to nasheed, if you can see that they are glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, increasing the love of Allah, His Prophet, okay, talking about, say, inspirational, educational, all these texts that are there, and hadith that we find in dramas, books, poetry, and songs, it is considered um, beneficial for people, bringing towards Allah, and also bringing towards awareness. You know, there's lots of dramas that they bring awareness, and you know how you should trust Allah, and then if you do bad, how bad happens in your life. And there's very stories that have a lesson in them, but there are some that are waste of time. There's nothing, there's no head, no story, no message, no education, no awareness, and you know, that is a different story. Same that there are you know, nasheeds for you know, Bismillah song, and there's a Amantu Billahi, and there's so beautiful things written, that is increasing the knowledge of Islam, and even songs that inspire you to do good things in confidence and be a good person and help others, all these. So we can see it's actually in which direction it's going to. The books, the poetry, songs, dramas, the hadith, that is bringing you towards, you know, Islam. That could be nasheeds, and also inspirational, educational, uh, are having a positive effect on human beings. It's and bringing them towards um, positive thinking, um, is good. Whereas the hadith, which is waste of time, bringing, you know, has vulgarity, or bringing you to against the teachings of Islam. You know, they could be teaching a culture which is against the teaching of Islam. There could be stories like that, and there are stories like that, and that there are stories, but their culture is against Islam. You know, having friends which are not is forbidden. You know, and also stories or songs that you know, um, that have no message, as well as you know, no teachings, as well as um, takes you away from the teachings of Islam. So that is for them is actually, and they're ridiculing, you know, what Islam teaches. So for them, there's a humiliating punishment. So I'm sure that this makes it's very clear, and Allah knows best. May Allah guide us in His straight path. Ameen. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله